Hello, I'm Rick, and this understated little number is the Puma Fast-R 2. This is Puma's latest super shoe, and it's being marketed as a shoe for runners with a powerful running style. In the absence of such a runner, I took him out for a spin, and here's what I think. I should start by saying I've been really impressed by Puma's latest shoes. Their Puma Deviate Nitro Elite 2 has become my go-to racing shoe, so I was very excited to try the shoe out. The first thing to note here is that the midsole comes in two sections in a bid to keep the shoe relatively lightweight. Both these sections are made from Puma's Nitro Foam Elite, a new blend of their super foam, and I have to say it's extremely responsive on the run. However, the gap between the two midsoles does feel a little unstable and clunky at slower paces, so these are very much a shoe for your faster efforts. The Fast-R 2 fits true to size. I'm a size 9 in most shoes, and I'm a size 9 in these. There's a welcome roominess to the forefoot, and I would say the only thing is to wear socks that are a little bit higher because your Achilles can rub a little at the back there, so that's something to bear in mind. Let's look at performance. These are a shoe that are definitely not for your easy or slow runs. In fact, at those kind of paces, they feel quite unnatural and a little bit clunky. But when you up the pace, the transition from the heel to the midfoot to the forefoot feels much more natural, and actually the propulsion you get from that new foam is really impressive. The extended carbon plate in this shoe, which runs right to the toe, puts a little bit more pressure on your calf and ankle. So if you've had injury problems in those areas, you might think about going to a different shoe. I'd also say that because of that, it makes it a shoe probably best for half marathon and lesser distances, not really a marathon shoe. Right, some stats and a little bit about the price. It's £230, so right at the kind of premium end of the super shoe market. It has a 40mm stack height in the heel and a 32mm stack height in the forefoot, leading to an 8mm drop. And it's 255 grams in my UK size 9. And I think that's a little bit of an issue, if I'm honest, because at that price point, lots of its carbon plated peers are significantly lighter than that. And I think that's a drawback with the Fast-R 2. Overall, the Fast-R 2 is a really responsive, well-fitting shoe that packs in some impressive technology such as a Nitro Foam Elite, which is really responsive. But the lack of versatility and increase in weight, I think, are an issue with this shoe, as are some of the gimmicks. I think the decoupling of the midsole doesn't really make sense unless your shoe is going to be significantly lighter as a result. As it is, the Fast-R 2 is actually heavier than the Fast-R 1 and significantly heavier than other super shoes at that price point. And there are a few little gimmicks such as this little kind of shark's fin at the heel, which serves no obvious purpose, and a little hook here. I mean, I guess you could kind of hook it up on a door if you want, but it doesn't make a huge amount of sense from a performance perspective, which I think is where this shoe is being marketed. Ultimately, if you're a runner with a really powerful stride, strong calves and ankles, and deep pockets, you're going to like the Fast-R 2 a lot. But I think for the rest of us, there are more versatile and appealing options at this price point, and you'd be better off shopping elsewhere.